Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be a little different. I'm not going to be doing a makeup tutorial in this video or anything like that, but I'm pregnant. I'm currently 22 weeks pregnant. I make a new week every Saturday. I'm not really big compared to a lot of girls, but they say number one, your first pregnancy, you won't blow up like a Macy's Day balloon because everything is stretching for the first time. And number two, taller girls don't show as much. And I'm 5'8", almost 5'9", so I'm 5'8.5". So I'm tall for a girl, so I wasn't probably gonna show regardless. But this is my belly at 22 weeks. So a few people asked me to do like a pregnancy vlog or whatever, pregnancy videos of my journey so far. So I found out I was pregnant relatively early. I found out when I was 4 weeks. What basically made me want to find out is I was late on my cycle. I was 4 or 5 days late on my cycle. Like ever since I've been like a teenager, my cycle has always come on time. If it is ever late, it's 1 day late. It's never 4 days late. So I'm thinking maybe it's my diet, maybe I'm stressed out or something. I don't know why I'm 4 days late like this. I had my boyfriend go to Walgreens, give me a pregnancy test because I'm like, I'm not pregnant. I just want to get that out the way though, just to make sure that that's out the way. So my boyfriend was in the shower. I peed on the stick. First line showed up like visible, and then the second line, it was very faint. But if the line is faint and it's there a little bit, you're pregnant. So I was like, I started freaking out because I saw a second line, and I was like, oh my gosh. This was the stick. And I looked at it and I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Like, that's all I was doing was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And my boyfriend was like, what was wrong? And I was like, Alvin, I see a second line. I was like, I think I'm pregnant. I started crying. I was freaking out. I was crying. My boyfriend was in the shower. So he like hurried up and got out the shower or whatever. I was in the living room on the couch crying. And he went to the living room and I showed him the stick and I was like, yeah, I'm pregnant. That line is faint, but it's there. That means I'm pregnant. He was just like sitting there like, wow, I'm gonna be a father. He was so happy and so excited. I was crying. I was like, that's a lot to process. Like, I think it's a lot to process because like I have to carry the baby, so like my body it changes now. Like it already started changing, so it was crazy. And I took a second test just to be sure. Lo and behold, took that second test, second line was there, like there. Gee, I'm pregnant. And so that's how I found out I was pregnant. I have a few questions that people ask me to answer. It's not that many. It's very short. I don't make long videos on my channel. So for me to upload like a 15-minute video is like a stretch for me. I'm really going out my comfort zone here, but here we go. The first question is, what did your mom say? So my mom, this is what happened. I didn't want to tell her over the phone. Like, we told my mom and my boyfriend's mom in person. We told them in person. The next day, we went to my mama's house, and Alvin was up there with me, and we went, and I was like, hey, Mom. And she was like, hey, what's up? I'm like, nothing. She was out there talking to me and Alvin, and I was like, yeah. I forget exactly what I said, but I said something along the lines of, so you're going to be a grandma. I was looking down at the floor and I was like, so you're going to be a grandma. And she was like, what? She was like, what? I was like, yeah, you're gonna be a grandma. She was like, you're pregnant? I'm like, yeah. She had like a smirk on her face when she says, you're pregnant? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, wow. And she looked at Alvin, she was like, well, she was like, when did you all find out? I was like, last night. And yeah, she was like, she was shook. Her thing was like, she just wanted us to be like ready for a baby. She was just telling us like what she went through with me and my sister having us, and like just making sure we financially straight. And not to put my mom business out there, but like I wanted to let her know that me and Alvin are in a better predicament than she was in when she was with my father. They're not together no more, but I was like, we in a better predicament. So I was like, you don't have to worry, everything's cool. This baby gonna be taken care of. And this wasn't a question, but I'm gonna answer it anyway. How did Alvin's mom react? Well, this is my mother's first grandchild. This will be Alvin's mom's fourth grandchild. And well, it was funny because we told Alvin's mom, I think we told her the day after we told my mom. We were at his sister's house and we walked outside. Me and Alvin walked outside with her, and Alvin was like, so we was walking, me, him, and his mom was walking down the driveway, and he was like, so you're gonna be a grandma again for the fourth time? And she was like, what? She was like, she's pregnant? Maria's pregnant? And she was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. And then she was like, what happened to the protection? It just like fell off. And I was like, whoa. My mom had her concerns at first. She's like excited now. She's getting a playpen for her house. She's making time to spend with the baby. Both of them are really excited to be grandmas for the first and the fourth time. So they're very excited. By the way, I'm having a girl, and I don't know if I think me and Alvin agreed not to say her name yet. Like people close to us know her name, but I don't think we were gonna say her name publicly until she was born. And I waited very late to tell everybody I was pregnant. I told social media when I was 5 months pregnant. I honestly would have waited until I was 6 months pregnant to spill the tea, but it was like a lot of people knew. But this is like my practice for when we have another baby. I won't be telling anybody until I'm like 7 months pregnant when I have another baby. Like I don't know, I don't feel right. Any woman out there who like don't have children yet, you will see how much stuff changes and how people act, like behavior that you didn't expect from people, whether it's good or bad, and you'll just be like, you'll get a different opinion on people when you're pregnant. You like, I don't know if I want to keep you around. Or you'll get reactions or you'll get vibes from other people that you just, like I have people who I'm not really that close to, but literally have been dropping stuff off, like diapers, and been giving me baby tubs and stuff, and I'm like, I never like in a million years would have like thought that, but it's just such a nice gesture. So you'll see whenever you have a baby, how people act. So yeah, that's how our mothers reacted. They're very excited. Alvin mom calls Alvin like every day to see how I'm doing, because she's a nurse, and you know COVID's going on, so like she's very nervous. And my mom calls me every day to put something for me to ask me that I put something in the registry that she thought of. And so yeah, they're very excited. The next question is, did you experience morning sickness? If so, when did it start? No, I did not. And I don't know if I need to shout out my mom, but my mom didn't go through morning sickness either. I don't think y'all understand. I don't like throwing up. No. I'm that person. You know how some people, when they feel like they have to throw up, they'll throw up so they can feel better? Not me. I will hold it. I will keep swallowing. I don't like throwing up. So I'm so happy and I thank God that I did not get morning sickness. However, I threw up one time. I threw up one time because I wasn't listening to my body. I was about 8 or 10, between 8-10 weeks pregnant, and the first 13 weeks of my pregnancy, I had no appetite whatsoever. My boyfriend would have to force me to eat because I was just like, no, I'm not hungry. So my 10th week of my pregnancy, I was cooking me and my boyfriend some fajitas, I think. And I was cooking. I got real nauseous at the stove. Drunk some cranberry juice, sat down, went back to the stove, started cooking again started cooking in the skillet, started cooking again, went to the bathroom, threw up. But I think that was because I wasn't listening to my body. I didn't sit down and ask for help like I should have asked my boyfriend for help, because I felt like I was getting nauseous. I was getting really hot and I got nauseous. I got so nauseous and I just ran to the bathroom and threw up. That's the only time I've thrown up my whole pregnancy. But I think that was just because I was being hard-headed. Before I got pregnant, I cooked 2 to 3 times a week, like bomb meals. Like I was cooking so much. But now that I'm pregnant, I cook maybe once a week. And now my boyfriend helps me cook because I don't know what it is. It's just you get real nauseous and lightheaded when you're pregnant and you try to cook. So I don't know what it is, but we have a chair in the kitchen that I sit on now, and then he helps me out. I get it started, and then I'll sit there and I'll tell him what to do, and he helped me out. I don't like being pregnant only because it's uncomfortable. But I'm honored to be bringing life into this world, and I'm gonna do it again. Like I want more than one kid. I feel like I can say I don't like being pregnant. Like I'm still pregnant though. I just don't like it. Some women do like being pregnant. I could run to my due date at this point. But for me, I have random pains sometimes that makes me want to scream to the top of my lungs. No, it makes me want to scream to the top of my damn lungs. So, no, I don't like being pregnant, but I'm very happy that I'm having a baby. I have a right to say that. If you got a problem with me saying I don't like being pregnant, oh well, be pregnant. And it was so irritating because people were going to tell me, oh, you're going to miss this, enjoy this while you can. No. I'm ready for October 31st to get here. I'm excited for them to be here already. Like, that's what I'm looking forward to. I just imagine a baby in the little, we have a, what is it called? A rocker. We have a baby rocker, the thing that vibrates. I'm ready to see a baby in that. I'm ready to, change diapers, you dig? At least I just won't be pregnant. For the 15th time. Don't at me. I said what I said. Next question. We know the sex already, it's a girl, but did you have a preferred gender? I wanted a boy for the first 19 to 20 weeks of my pregnancy. I wanted a boy because there's no boys on both sides of the family. And I wanted to give my boyfriend a boy. I wanted him to have a son. When I got to like my 20th, 21st week, I was like, I think I want a girl. Just because like I was seeing so many pictures of me when I was younger, so many pictures of me and my sister when we were younger, all these cute baby girl clothes. I was seeing all my friends and their daughters, and I was like, I think I want a girl. My boyfriend said he didn't care what it was. He just wanted a healthy baby. My boyfriend wanted a girl. When we were talking about it, he was like, I'm cool, whatever, but it would be cute to, have a little girl that like looks up to you and like, she says daddy when she sees me. And when the ultrasound tech, because he got to come in the last 5 minutes with me to get to know the sex, when she said it was a girl, y'all should have seen that man's face. I mean, he was smiling harder than I was. He was so happy that it was a girl. I was like, yeah, you wanted a girl. Let me tell you all, I don't know if babies can form a personality while they're in the womb or whatever. My baby was moving the whole time. Like the ultrasound tech will put like the nozzle, whatever you call it, and my baby just ran the opposite direction. Like she did not like that. And at one point, I had to turn on my side. I had to turn on the right side so the ultrasound tech could get an angle. And then, of course, my baby jetted across. So I had to turn on the other side. Baby was moving. Like, my baby was not having it. I was telling my boyfriend, I hope she keeps this same energy when it's time to come out. I hope she runs out of me when I go into labor, because that would be amazing. My baby moves a lot. Like, I read somewhere that babies in the womb are supposed to get 14 hours of sleep when they're in there. I don't think my child be sleeping, y'all. I just want to say, if you're watching this and this is your first pregnancy, I just want to let you know, when you first find out you're pregnant, you want to schedule a doctor's appointment. You want to start taking prenatals, because I think a lot of girls and a lot of people don't realize, just because you're not showing doesn't mean they ain't start building cells. Like, I honestly, in my opinion, I'm not a nurse, I'm not a doctor. In my opinion, the first trimester to me is the most important, because that's when the baby's brain, heart, all their organs are forming. Like, their organs are done forming by the time the second trimester rolls around. So it's very important that you take your prenatals so the baby can get the nutrients so they can form their organs. I started taking my prenatals at 4 weeks. I take the Nature's Bounty. The Nature's Bounty gummies taste really good. I'm out of breath. I'm tired. I'm really out of breath. So I'm gonna wrap this up. If you all have any questions that you want me to answer in the next pregnancy journey video or whatever, let me know in the comments, and I'll get back to y'all later. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.